Moving on to our next story, dude. This is something that is going to pique sisters' ears. Kingdom Hearts is getting a movie. Yes, sir. You heard that right. Kingdom Hearts. Thankfully, it's not live action because holy crap, could you imagine if this was live action? What a mess that would be.
Imagine the spiky hair.
Oh, I hate it. And the licensing issues that oh my God. Okay, that's got to be between Disney. It's going to be between Square Enix. It's going to be between, I guess just those two, right?
Pixar's kind of in there with the Toy Story.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Depending how far they want to take it, though.
Yeah. And let's back up. What is Kingdom Hearts?
It is basically a soup of Final Fantasy and Disney. Anything Disney related, throw that in there. Boom. Bam. You got a little bit of Final Fantasy. Bam.
Ooh.
You want swords? Bam. Donald. Bam. Mickey. Bam. Not in my kitchen.
Yep. Kingdom Hearts it's that melting pot, right? Of all these characters. It's a video game came out back on the PS2. It was primarily more of a Disney it was an RPG game, action RPG game. This one character, Sora, I guess a Square creation, right? This character he goes through the story arc and has to go through different Disney worlds. And by that I mean he has to visit Aladdin's world. He's got to visit Alice in Wonderland's world. He's got to go to Hercules' world. And it was pretty fun back in the day. You know, the mechanics kind of suck now. If you could go back and you try to play them, they suck. But back then, they were pretty damn good. It was revolutionary. It was something that we've never really seen before, Disney like that in games. Like it was fun to see. It was really cool. I think it brought in a load of new players into gaming.
Agreed.
Yeah, it brought both our sisters in. They weren't really gamers, but it brought them in. Brought my wife in. Like she was into it. Like she wanted to know the story, and she didn't play games like that.
And the thing is, I have to give them props for coming up with such a story that has almost nothing to do with Disney, but involved Disney, and made it like dark and hero action type of story for him, you know?
Yeah, for sure. But on the flip side, they took that story, which was a simple story. Well, not super simple. It still has that touch of Japan to it. But it took the story and it just flipped it upside down. And there's so much lore, so many characters, so much things that happened in the past prior to the main character, Sora, that honestly, dude, I lost count of how many games you're supposed to play to get all the story. They Marveled it before Marvel did it. You have to play the DS game. You have to play this 3DS game. You got to play the one on the PlayStation. You got to play the one on the Game Boy Advance. And there were so many bits and pieces, and all those games, they weren't all good. They weren't. And his sister, she went through them somehow. She loved the games so much. Yeah, that she went through that gauntlet. And she'll try to tell me update me the story. She'll give me the timeline, like that. You know that meme where the guy's got the white wall and the string connecting. Yeah, that was her. She got it on lockdown, bro. I couldn't care less. There's so much crap that goes on in that story. I lost interest. I seriously lost interest.
Like, I know kind of what happens because of Little Sis, but I mainly only know the first game story mode. That's the only one I honestly pretty much played.
Yeah. It was the first two main entries, Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, the ones that matter, and then the ones that are all on mobile and on they're throwaway games. There's like 50 people that just commented right there. BB, go to hell. BB sucks. I get it from sister all the time. They just took the story and ran it through mud, dude. It's so much crap in there. It doesn't make sense. And then like the difference between Kingdom Hearts 2 and Kingdom Hearts 3 is like a 10-year gap maybe, but there was like 7 or 8 games in between that time, and like I wasn't interested in playing any of that. So there was a lot of story that I missed. When 3 came out, I was like, oh yeah, I'm back, let's play it. And I started it up and the story is going. I'm like, what's going on? I don't get it. Who's that? Who are you? I've never seen you before. Like it was a completely different game. It was a completely different story. Like I was uninterested. And even though this was the game that had the better mechanics, I guess you could say, I just played through the story, got through and done. Finished it. I was done. Never again. It was fun. It was fun fighting, fun mechanics, fun game. But story-wise, they lost me big time.
Yeah. I personally don't really care for the story, honestly. Like I said, sorry, little sis. Sorry, but it had to be said.
Not sorry. But yeah, man, back to this as a movie, an animated movie, by the way, animated. I don't know if it's animated or maybe a 3D animated movie. Like,
that's what I was going to ask right now. I think just to keep true to it, it has to be like 3D animated.
I would think so too.
And with how good they've gotten with like their animation like that, I'm pretty sure the graphics look pretty dang good.
Yeah, I'm on the same page with you. I believe it. Yeah, they can make it look pretty. They can make it look nice. I just hope that they bring back the Final Fantasy characters in it, because that's what Kingdom Hearts is to me. It was Disney crossing over with Final Fantasy. And in Kingdom Hearts 3, if I'm not mistaken, they got rid of like 90% of all Final Fantasy.
No.
Yeah, it was all Disney stuff. And yeah, it was like, this doesn't feel like Kingdom Hearts to me anymore. So I'm
Disney doing what Disney does.
Yeah, probably they wanted all the money for themselves. So I don't know. Yeah, that's the only thing that I want. I want Cloud. Give me Sephiroth. Give me Squall. Squall, not Leon. Give me Squall. No, it's Squall.
Tifa.
Bring them back, man. Bring back some Final Fantasy characters. And simplify the story. So I already know it. The fans, the major fans, sister, they're gonna crap all over this dude.
They're gonna a boo boo on it.
They're gonna
if they don't do it right. Ooh, we are not gonna hear the end of that for a while.
To simplify the story, to make it understandable for the everyday person, the light fans. If they cater this to people like me, all Kingdom Hearts fans are going to crap on this. They're not going to enjoy it. I'm serious. though. They're going to hate it.
Yeah.
I honestly cannot think of a way for them to incorporate all the story that they've accumulated over the years and simplifying it and still make sense. Like, I mean, hopefully they can. Maybe they can. They better write the hell out of it, or they will get.
Unless they start from the very beginning, and just like for the new generation, hey, it is what you miss. Since you're not gonna play the old games,
yeah,
this is what it is.
Maybe that's the way to do it. Maybe you're right.
Start from the beginning.
This is all very touching, guys. Ven looks just like Roxas. Or is it Roxas looks just like Ven? And now I have to explain all of that to him, which is in itself a crazy long story. And apparently everybody already knows everyone, and this is an insane amount to get memorized.